Welcome to your Westworld Mandatory Update. I'm your host, Justin Thomas. No, we don't hook you up to tablets and sync you up with mandatory updates. Instead, we do quick videos where I keep you updated on all news from Season 2 of HBO's Westworld. Co-creator Jonathan Nolan recently did a Reddit AMA, where he dropped a bombshell on the fandom showing a picture of what seems to be Season 2's first episode script, with a toy maze covering the last word or possibly words of the title of the episode. As Nolan did this to undoubtedly confuse, maybe even frustrate the fandom, as we see below, it reads Journey into the N. If we go back to the season finale of Season 1, we'll remember that the name of Dr. Ford's last narrative was Journey into Night. So what should we take from this? Without speculating too much with too little, I would say that it's important to remember that all board members and attendees watching what they thought was Ford's final narrative in Season 1's finale were not actually watching the narrative. They thought the end to be Teddy crying over his lost love, Dolores on the beach. We know now that the final narrative actually didn't start until Dolores switched into full Wyatt mode and executed Dr. Ford. For those of you that watched the previous Westworld updates, you'll know, and for those of you that haven't watched the updates, go ahead and watch them. They're in the description and they're very short. But we know that we're going to get a time jump at the beginning of Season 2, that we're not going to start off right where we left off. We also know that in a recent interview with Evan Rachel Wood herself, she expressed a desire for her character Dolores. This doesn't mean that it's going to be what she desires, but she was hoping that she would not be consumed by Wyatt, fully consumed. She hoped that Dolores had found herself. Now, I will say that it's probable that we will get a Dolores that's not consumed by Wyatt at the beginning of Season 2. Now, this will only be due to the time jump. It'll be quite some time since the chaotic events of Ford's real narrative, Into the Night, have happened, but in true Nolan form, we will get a series of flashbacks of the bloody period, probably the most bloody period ever of someone finding themselves. But again, we'll keep you updated as information comes in. Filming does start this October. So last but not least, let's talk toys. Yes, toys. It seems more than ever we're learning more and more about films and television series via toy release. These toys can reveal everything from a little bit of context to some of the scenes we've seen in trailers or sneak peeks to characters that we did not know were appearing in the film or television show. And Westworld is no exception. In a new wave of Funko Pops, we received a young Ford, but more importantly, we received a samurai, and a samurai with a name, that name being Musashi. Now, what does this mean? Does it mean we're going to get Samurai World sooner than later? Definitely adds a little bit of weight to that argument. I still think we won't get it till Season 3. And who is Musashi? Well, my go-to answer is the obvious one. They need to sell a toy. To sell a toy, you need to name a toy. So they named the toy. But I believe it is one of them. I'm going to put it on the screen below. If you look below, I believe it is this gentleman right here. I also did a little bit of research on the name. And yes, there's many different uses of this name. It's fairly common, but there is a famous samurai that lived in the 17th century named Miyamoto Musashi, a expert samurai and expert duelist who was undefeated in over 60 duels, and in his final years authored a book. The book was named The Book of Five Rings. It's a book on strategy and tactics and philosophy, and it's still studied today. Definitely a very interesting character, and I'll leave some source material below, and I might go further with it, depending on how much comes with the research. But I want to know what you guys think. Are we going to get Samurai World in Season 2? Do you want to see full-on Wyatt? And what are your general predictions, questions, just opinions on Westworld in general? I'm going to be doing my Game of Thrones videos for the upcoming season, starting tomorrow. But I will always be covering Westworld and keeping you guys updated as always. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and I'll see you guys soon.